things that you should be doing, and this is really all of what makes the business work. You're going to be a reporter of good news. You're going to have a story bag, and every stop you should be able to put something in that story bag. And what I mean by that is, when I first go into a business, let's say I'm talking to an orthopedic practice and I get with the office manager and I find out they're seeing 100 patients a day. Well, that's 500 a week, 1,000 every 2 weeks, 2,000 a month. I will say to that person, Barbara, tell me, when you've had 500 people through here every week for the last couple months, that you can't think of one that you had come in here after they fell after their hip or knee replacement and shattered something, or were bruised, or had sutures on their head. What I'm telling you is, what's so great about our business is each patient departing with their next appointment card or their prescription, or just on the way out the door after their appointment, should have our materials in their hand. When you put those materials in their hand, you are spreading the word and letting them know we can reduce pain and suffering, we can provide peace of mind and protection. Even when it's somebody who's not necessarily an aging patient, this may not be right for you, but I guarantee it's right for 3 to 4 people back home. Now, you're going to pick up a story from that practice, like I do. And then that story goes in your story bag. And when you're at the next place, the home health agency down the street, you talk about how many customers they have, how many prospects they see every day, how many people they're trying to close, how many customers they've served in the past, how many new customers are they bringing in a month. And you can do the same thing. How many times have you had a client where when the live caregiver left in your absence, something happened when they were with family or on their own, and they ended up in a nursing home, a hospital, or a casket, and you no longer had that customer contract in place? They will have a story. I was just at Dr. Bob's, the orthopedic down the street. Here's what happened with their client, their patient. And all of a sudden you reach in your story bag and you've got something to share. And then this next stop, they recall a story. And so now you got 2 stories in your bag. Let me tell you what happens. This story bag fills up. When you're seeing 7 to 10 a day, and you do that for a week, you've got 30, 40, 50 stories that fill up this story bag. Each one inspires, motivates, and creates recognition with the next person you're meeting with. Now, if you go out, fill up your story bag, share it, sell the value, you get 30, 40 dealers signed up, and they say they're going to refer, and you sit back and wait for the money to roll in, you are going to be sadly disappointed, because it isn't. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You sign up a dealer, you do a lunch and learn or a presentation. Everybody on staff gets the materials. Everybody sees the system at work. They all hear about the benefits for the practice, the benefits for the patients and clients. They say they're going to hand these materials out. You make sure they understand the incentives, the awards. You get people signed up as dealer team members. They think, hey, I can win trips, cars, groceries, cash, gift cards, all kinds of things. They get very excited. The materials are stacked behind the front counter, next to the register. Standees and displays are up. And all of a sudden, they're ready to go. And you're sitting at home, waiting to see the orders come in. Nothing happens. Let me tell you something. By the next morning, everybody loved you, but they don't remember you anymore. They are caught in the dramas of their life, The kids are doing adult things and starting to drink, challenges and problems with the business. Somebody has an adverse reaction to a medication. Electronic caregiver who? Electronic caregiver who? They don't remember. They don't believe anymore. And now, boom, that's when that talk starts, right? Do you know that in the next month, there's going to be 3, 4, 5 people that are going to come through this door, and you're going to hear through the grapevine about 2 or 3 more that either died or are in a nursing home because we didn't get these materials in their hands. We're going to start talking about families that came in with their eyes filled with tears, thanking you, thanking the doctor, thanking the staff. These are people that go home and say, this is the doctor, this is the home health agency, this is the DME. Let me tell you what happened. They recommended the electronic caregiver. We were reluctant at first, but they pushed and insisted, and we did it. Here's what happened. My mom was down. If this hadn't been in place, I wouldn't have known until the following afternoon when I came to visit. She would have laid there for all those hours she couldn't move. Those become the stories. Wins, victories, saves, tears, not from remorse, tears of joy, accomplishments, success stories, achievements, and the buzz of that win, that save, you will carry to the next dealership that you're meeting. And that story bag will be replenished, not with the saves that could have been, but with the saves that were.